Barstool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker. Mostly sports.
This is Bush League, Ebo. This is fucking Bush League.
You know what?
It's absolute
Lean it up, Ebo.
Bush League.
Lean it up.
Retry.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I'm Mark Titus. He's Brandon Walker. Today is Thursday.
Motherfucking Thursday! Sorry, I just like to try things every now and then.
619.
June 19th. Who wants to do the Booyaka? Who wants to do it? Should we spin the horses?
We could all-
I'm sorry,
There's only one person.
We're doing Booyaka or are we doing Juneteenth?
Okay, spin the horses. One of us has to kneel and put a fist up like Nancy Pelosi for Juneteenth. The other one gets to do Booyaka while the kneeler does that.
Well, TJ does
To the kneeler.
Booyaka anyway.
To the kneeler,
Yeah, that's Connor's thing.
Yeah, the Rey Mysterio.
And Ebo kneels for the anthem. That's his thing.
That's exactly right. We are live from Chicago. We are brought to you by Jägermeister, 56 Botanical, 0 degrees Fahrenheit, wherever you're out. If you're hanging with friends or at the bar, maybe you're doing all the sports stuff or just the mostly sports stuff. Call the shots. Cheers with Frosty, 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. I was gonna do one of my patented.
But
then I decided.
Oh boy.
I decided against it.
Classic Mark Titus here. Is he gonna
I was
do
gonna
it?
make a little jab. I'll tell you what I was going to do.
I
was gonna make a little jab at Arkansas baseball.
Oh no.
And then I decided. I've become a little bit of a softie, and I decided to not do it.
You were gonna poke him a little.
Yeah, I was
bit.
gonna poke him a little.
Just poke him.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna poke him.
Yeah, Arkansas fans are going to wake up this morning and be like, just when I thought the pain was behind me, you poked me.
Yeah.
And but I'm not going to do that.
But I tell you what, college sports fans always, and I mean always, respond well to a gentle little
Just a little gentle poke.
Yeah.
Cheers with Frosty, 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. Remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister, the core, 35% alcohol by volume, imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S. White Plains, New York. What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
I want to talk about the Arkansas LSU game last night because it was an absolute work of disastrous art.
Mm-hmm.
However, just very quickly, and I mean very quickly, I like to look around the room when we start on Jersey Day to see if anybody's wearing any problematic jersey. If anybody's wearing anything that could be offensive to anybody. If anybody's wearing any jersey that could be someone with, I don't know, allegations against them or anything. So you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Got a Charlie Brown jersey on.
Right.
I'm fine. Connor, you look all right.
In minor league baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. TJ? TJ, you're good. You're good. Okay. Who's 19 for Texas?
That'd be Cole Lord. He's a freshman quarterback out of Los Angeles, California.
You turn around and let me see the Lord's name on the back.
The Lord's name is not on the back. the Lord's name is not on the back.
Who's 19 for Texas?
Who is 19 for Texas?
Oh, no.
Oh, Justin Tucker.
No.
Oh, the kicker.
He's wearing a white jersey. This is orange.
Wait.
That's a good point.
That's a completely different
That's
jersey.
a damn good point.
That's a completely different jersey. This is Cole Lord.
What a dumbass I am. That really is Justin Tucker, huh?
No.
I made a joke.
No.
It is,
I
right?
didn't realize that actually was.
Someone said this on opening day. I'm like, I just get out of the way. So
You didn't have to.
I now see why you laugh so hard. When I jokingly asked you, is that a Justin Tucker? And Ebo laughed hysterically. I was like, God damn, I got it today. I was like, damn, I'm on fire. Now I see why. It actually is a Justin Tucker.
Last night in the College World Series, LSU played Arkansas. Now, I don't know how. I'm in the SEC, so I'm more intimately familiar with the plight of Arkansas baseball. We need to go down this rabbit hole because normally I don't know if the College World Series was rise to the level of number one story, but that last night is one of the more phenomenal things I've ever seen on a baseball field. Arkansas baseball for the last 15 years, and Dave Van Horn I think has been there 21 years. He has made them maybe the best regular season, one of the best with LSU and a couple of others, best regular season programs in the country. They get to Omaha all the time, and they are consistently in the mix to win the SEC, which is always the best league in college baseball. They are an elite program. If you only consider regular season, could be the best program in college baseball over the last 10, 15 years. Then they get to Omaha. And these motherfuckers invent ways to lose every single time they're there. They choke at a level that is almost unforeseen in all of sports. There are like Buffalo Bills who lost 4 straight Super Bowls, but they just lost 4 straight Super Bowls. They just lost. These guys, when they get to Omaha, they'll be the best team there. They weren't the best team this year. Them or LSU is very close. But they'll be the best team there, and they will just somehow, some way, figure out a way to lose in the most heartbreaking fashion possible. The most notable example before last night was 2018. Mm-hmm. They're up 1-0 in the series. They've got 2 outs in the ninth. They have a 1-run lead against Oregon State. An out wins the College World Series, wins the national title, their first ever. Pop fly to the have you seen this, right?
I've seen this clip.
A pop-up between that's foul behind first base. The right fielder, the second baseman, the first baseman all converge on it. None of them make a play. It drops right between them. Mm-hmm. Any of the three. Actually, the second baseman and the right fielder could have gotten to it. The first baseman probably not. But 2 of the 3 could have gotten to it, no problem. They didn't. It falls. They lose. Done. They choke a national title. And I thought that was the greatest cursed choke job in college baseball history until last night.
If last night happened in the Little League World Series, I think I would have thought it was one of the more insane choke jobs I've ever seen in baseball.
Yeah. It happened
it happened in the College World Series.
Yes. The best of the best college baseball players.
Unfathomable. And yet, like I as a naive I'm not as seasoned in watching the College World Series as you are, so maybe people that know the lore of Arkansas baseball, they're like, they did it again. We should have seen this coming, whatever. I didn't have all this backstory. Like, now that you mentioned that instance from, what was it, 2018?
2018.
I do remember it, but like I wasn't watching last night thinking like, okay, LSU's a program that generally wins these games.
This is for the national championship.
And Arkansas is a program that generally loses these games. So when that choke happened, I was stunned, appalled, like,
yeah.
I couldn't. It was unfathomable. It truly was.
You mentioned something interesting because LSU is the best program in college baseball, has been for a long time, but the sun shines on them more than any other program. Like that, if it's anybody that's going to get lucky off of this, it would be them. Now they're not. I'm not going to characterize them as a lucky program. They're not. They're the best program, and if you're the best program, you put yourself in position to get lucky like this. But last night, okay, so it's 3-2 in the 8th. Arkansas has taken the lead. 2 outs in the 8th. They give up a tying home run to Bear Jones. It's 3-3. They go to the 9th. Arkansas works 2 runners to second and third. They get a single. It's 5-3. They go to the bottom of the 9th. They get 1 out. 1 out, 5-3. You win this game. You force a game 3-9. Mm-hmm. LSU batter hits a routine ground ball between first and second. Arkansas first baseman runs and gets it, throws it behind the pitcher. Error. Next batter, they walk him. First and second, 1 out. There is a ground ball to Arkansas's All-American, the best. I don't know if he won the Golden Spikes Award, but he was in the mix for it. I think he won SEC Player of the Year. Their All-American shortstop. Routine, tailor-made, easy peasy, double play, game's over. And this motherfucker, this dude, turns and throws it to third to get the lead runner. Mm-hmm. When there's 1 out in the 9th.
1 out.
2 outs gets you to glory. Gets you the game. And he never even thinks about it. I think it was a catcher running. I don't know if it was a catcher running. But it was the slowest guy I've ever seen try to go up the first base line.
He wasn't even at the 45
He wasn't
foot line by the time.
Do we have is there tape we can break down to prove that this was it was bad in the moment, but I was
there's
also
an angle behind the shortstop that shows where the runner was going to first base when he decided to go
decided to go to third,
yeah. The runner going to second was way closer than the runner going to like it was just anyway. So he chooses to go to third. Now there's 2 outs. Next batter hits a now I don't think this is the easiest play in the world, but it's also a fairly routine play for an outfielder.
There are ways you don't make this catch
Yeah.
that you say to yourself, probably could have made the catch, but, you know, that's not the easiest play in the world.
It was
and then there's what this guy did.
Right. It was a smashed line drive right at the left fielder. I think if he stands still the whole time, if he does the Scotty Smalls, not Scotty Smalls, is it Scotty Smalls?
It's Biggie Smalls.
If he does the Biggie Smalls from the Sandlot and just sticks his glove up and lets the guy hit it into his glove, I think
it was all the dream.
That works. That works better than what he did. What he did was some sort of body spasm I've never seen. Is this the?
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah. I mean, he made a meal of it.
He made an absolute meal of it.
He made it.
And it just destroyed him. And it was
Go back.
Pretty, as line drives go, it was a pretty routine line drive right to the left fielder.
Freeze it right there. All right, so
the ball's coming.
Slow-mo his path.
Yeah.
Because he steps back and then forward and then right and then
everywhere. He does the hokey pokey.
And then he's forward and then he's down and then it hits him right in the shoulder.
Right in the shoulder. Yeah. And they tie the game.
Right in the shoulder.
They tie the game. Then the choke's not over.
It's not. No.
See if you can find the alternate replay of the double play ball that wasn't. Or the Aloy is the guy's last name. Aloy. And that shows the runner going to first base. But then the guy that hit the game tying home run comes up again.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that has already gotten you. The guy has already tied the game. The guy their biggest long ball threat. Their biggest threat, really. Period. Here we go. Look where the guy from first.
Yeah, we're gonna need to freeze it.
There's gonna be a lot of freezing it right there.
I'll let you freeze it right there.
So the back half of this also has his view, I believe. Right?
This is he's got the ball about right now.
Yeah,
and he decides to not.
And the runner isn't out of the circle.
That's crazy.
And he decides to go to third.
And they're up 2 at this point.
They're up 2.
So even if you don't get it and you're worried, like.
Look at that.
Even if there's a guy, I don't know.
Look at that.
Even if you're thinking we can't let a guy be on, like if we don't get this, there's going to be a guy on third, and then they're 90 feet away from tying the game. They weren't. You were up 2. There's no.
Now the guy who
excuse for that.
The guy who choked. Oh, okay. Anyway, the last part of the choke, the coach who's been there 21 years, one of the best coaches in the country, decides with a base open to pitch to the slugger. The slugger hits a line drive up the middle, wins the game. I'm sure the shortstop is a terrific person. I'm sure the left fielder is a terrific person. They're both great players. Arkansas doesn't get there without them. But fuck, man, this was a choke on the level that I've never seen. And this College World Series does this shit every year.
So here's my question to you, because this is important for those of us that aren't as plugged in as you are and were watching last night. I need you to tell us how to feel. Are we laughing or do we feel bad?
I think we feel bad.
Okay.
I think at this point, when Arkansas wins a national title, because they're around it so much, I think unless they're playing Mississippi State, I will be rooting for them at that point. I'll be rooting for Arkansas to finally bust through and get it. Because last night, like, I was hardcore rooting for Arkansas. They're playing LSU, who wins it all the time. I don't dislike LSU, but they win it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, that's true of any sport. You have one team's won it a bunch and the other team hasn't. You want to cheer for the team that hasn't, right?
Correct. Yeah. And this was just I just feel so bad. Like the 2018 choke alone is one of the most infamous choke jobs in the history of college baseball. It's not even close to what happened last night.
Night was worse, yeah.
The only thing that makes it close is if that happened, if that out is called, the series is over. They win the championship. Last night, guaranteed nothing. Even if they win, they got to play again today.
Well, guaranteed that they were not.
Once they lost,
they weren't out of the tournament.
Correct.
It would have guaranteed that.
The loss guaranteed that they will not win.
Guaranteed that
because they have lost.
They have in fact been eliminated.
I was here doing the dozen until like 9:30, or I did the dozen until 8:30, and then I stayed here till 9:30. I got in the car and I was going to listen to my country music. You know, I started. I did a little "He Stopped Loving Her Today" to start, and I was like, you know what, that game looked interesting. Let me find it on the radio here. So I punched up my Sirius. What?
Can I call timeout real quick?
Yeah.
It's 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
You just got done clinching a spot in the Final Four.
I did.
With the world of pressure on you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You stepped into the batter's box and
Sure
just
did.
fucking smoked home run after home run.
Sure did.
In a dozen match.
Yeah, I did.
Riding an absolute high.
I absolutely, yeah.
The endorphins and adrenaline.
My God.
Coursing through your veins.
Going crazy.
Must have been at an all-time high.
Yeah.
And at 9:30 at night, you get into your car
and
you turn on "He Stopped Loving Her Today."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the song you turn to.
May I explain myself?
Because I want to hear where you're going with that, but I just I had to stop you there.
May I explain myself?
Go ahead.
Do you remember what I was prepping for yesterday?
I do. Yeah.
I am on a dog walk draft.
Okay.
Next week. We recorded it yesterday right before the dozen at 5 o'clock. During that dog walk draft, we ranked some country music.
Okay.
Some old songs came up in that draft that I said, I can't wait to get in the car to listen to these tonight.
Okay.
And I queued up the ones from that draft I wanted to hear. And He Stopped Loving Her chronologically was the first one.
Okay. Yeah.
And you're right. But listen, you're right, because as I'm driving about 3 minutes in, I'm like, this ain't the mood. This is not where I'm at in my mind. And my mind shot back to T-Bob standing in front of that TV screen. I had left when LSU tied it with the home run. I left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, wow, I got a feeling that game's got some more to give here.
Yeah.
And so I found it on the radio, and I listened to the college broadcast of it. Terrific. I don't know who does that, but they did a great job. And for the hour and 15 minutes it took me to drive home at 10 o'clock at night, I was enthralled. I was so enthralled that when I got home, I immediately punched up. I went and
You had to go watch it.
I went to ESPN, watch ESPN, and I watched the whole thing play out again. I was just fascinated with it. It was a slow moving disaster, and they did the post game for like 45 minutes, and even at the end when they signed off, they were like, as we go. The lights have dimmed here in Omaha, and the Arkansas players are still standing in center field, awestruck, staring into space, and they can't believe what has happened.
Yeah.
That's the left
tough,
fielder.
man.
Yeah, that's tough. You don't want to see
help
that.
You can't help but feel bad for the kid.
You don't want to see
You can't
that.
help but feel bad for the kid.
Yeah.
You can't help. I mean, you just can't. You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you try, you can't help but feel bad for him.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Connor, I noticed your face doesn't look like you're feeling bad for him.
I do feel bad for him, but it's sports.
Agreed.
It happens.
It is sports.
T-Bob feels bad for him.
No,
But you could have just said I feel bad for him. You didn't have to.
it's part of the game. He'll
Do you feel bad for him, though?
yeah, I do feel
But
bad.
do you feel bad for him? Can you say you just feel bad for him?
End it right there.
Just end it.
I feel poorly for him, yes.
But it didn't feel like there was a period on that
Do you empathize with his sorrow?
Empathize or sympathize? What's the...
Like, can you? Put
I'd been there
yourself in-
before.
in the
You've
shoes
been
of
there
another
before?
man.
You've been in
Yeah.
the College World Series?
No, 4th grade. Ball went over my head when I
Oh.
routine fly
But
ball.
were
I should
you
have caught it. We lost the game. We lost the playoffs.
Or were you just a shitty player?
No, I was not a natural left fielder, but I had to because we had injuries.
Yeah.
But
You're more of a right fielder or more of a catcher.
no.
You usually play left out.
I was bullied, yeah.
Evo, do you feel bad for him?
Yeah.
T-Bob,
much
get in
so.
here. T-Bob, you can.
We got to watch
Just-
T-Bob's
I
I
video.
want T-Bob to.
Just walk into here.
It's T-Bob. It's T-Bob. Walk.
Yeah, this video of T-Bob feeling bad for him.
Who's in the room? Who's filming this?
Hoopify.
Butman probably. Oh,
Oh,
Hoopify.
Hoopify, yeah. And that is how bad he felt for him. He was so mad and angry that the life had done this to this guy that he was screaming. Is that how I'm reading the situation?
I think so. He was distraught.
What are you laughing at? Evo?
Did you see Quiggs tweeted out the distraught Razorbacks fan after the game?
Oh yeah.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
I did not see this.
You didn't see this?
Oh, dude, these poor Arkansas fans.
Listen,
These poor Arkansas fans.
what?
How about them Tigers?
So
Feels fucking good.
we're just going around the room, T-Bob.
I've been watching.
Yeah, we're.
The Arkansas left fielder, was it Lanolin? Was it Sheep's Wool?
Yeah.
Lanolin made the mistake and he fell down
Yeah.
and dropped the ball that ultimately tied the game. I felt terribly for him.
Yeah, you're an athlete, T-Bob. You surely could put yourself in the kid's shoes and think, man, what if that was me out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
on the
fucking
biggest
awful
stage.
for him,
Yeah.
dude.
Do you feel bad for him?
Yes.
Why-
Absolutely.
Why are you
I
smiling?
mean, I'm not.
Why
now-
are you
now-
laughing?
Why are you-
You laughed as you said that.
Now, because
Do you feel bad for him?
because to not feel bad for him would be to have a sociopathic lack of empathy.
But again, you're laughing and smiling
Wait.
as you say this.
We should play Is This Funny, but with T-Bob.
T-Bob.
So, is that clip funny?
Is that clip funny?
Like,
The crying one?
No. The missing of the ball.
No. Here's the deal. I feel bad for him, but not badly enough where I would want him to make that catch. So you could argue that I don't feel that bad. I do, but on balance, like I am, at the end of the day, if I'm being completely honest, I would rather benefit off of his heartbreaking mistake in the manner that I did than for him to make the play. So I feel bad.
I appreciate
but
the honesty.
What I'm hearing is you do feel bad for him, but not as much as you feel good for yourself.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm. It's a bit of having my empathy cake and eating it too.
Well, I would like to say this about the left fielder. It is a shame because it was a true, honest mistake. That it happened in that moment is awful, and I will truly be rooting for Arkansas baseball to at some point get the monkey off their back. But the shortstop, I think, the shortstop, like that's a mistake that is so preventable. That is a mistake. That is not one that happens. How in the world do you do that?
It's one of those things. Y'all nailed the breakdown. It was like 5 things that
had to happen.
An elite team would never do. Like Arkansas wouldn't make any. It would be rare for them to make one of those mistakes with a quality team. They are much less all 5 in succession to create. Like they had to go out of their way to create the avenue for LSU to come back and win this game. I was already sad texting Blood at the bottom of the 9th. I was texting Blood like, "Hey man, do you want to do like a Blood watches ball stream tomorrow?" Like I think
like resign yourself to them losing.
I was like, and I was sitting on the couch, and then things started to happen. And shout out Hoopify. I was very drunk. I'd probably drank about half a fifth of bourbon, and Hoopify was, I cannot help myself. I think drinking bourbon and playoff baseball are like, it's just the best goddamn combination in the world. It's fucking, and I mean drinking a lot. I'm not talking about casual drinking. I'm talking about getting good and drunk to deal with the nerves. Yeah. So it was just me and Hoopify in the gambling
I was here with you for a while.
Yes, you are. But I assaulted you after the Bear Jones home run. Yeah. I was humping Brandon. I also did that to Blunt yesterday, not realizing he didn't like to.
You can't hump Blunt.
I know. I felt very bad. I promise I'm never going to do it
I don't
again.
know if Hoopify was in the room when I got assaulted.
No, he was not. No.
Yeah.
Hoopify randomly showed up after everybody else was gone, and it was me and him, but thankfully he stuck it out. I was actually, in my sadness, Brandon, it's funny you were talking about country music. You know the song by Jimmy Dean, Big Bad John?
Yeah, sure.
I was playing that for Hoop, and I was like, did you know the sausage guy was a country singer, blah, blah, blah. And then the comeback started to happen, and everything changed. It's fucking awesome.
On a scale from 1 to Tate, when the Jack Sawyer fumble happened, that clip, how homoerotic was T-Bob?
T-Bob's shirt was just dangling off his body at one point, and
full belly,
and the belly was coming out.
Yeah.
He did say, I believe.
You know.
See, I was the opposite of that.
Yeah, T-Bob. I don't know if I'm telling tales outside of school now, and I don't know if this is okay to say, but I believe at one point you said to if they tie this game here, I'm going to fuck you in the ass.
Yeah. Well, and then which then spurred a conversation on how.
No, we don't have to.
We don't have to have this conversation. Does not make you gay. Dating a man makes you gay. Gay sex is just a different form of masturbation.
We don't need that.
Or it's just a sexual act.
We can stop.
Stop you there.
I would let Bear Jones fuck me. 1,000%.
Do you think we can make the clip funny of the left fielder?
I mean, I think all you got to do is drop in the music.
Do some sound effects.
Either do the Curb Your Enthusiasm music or the Benny Hill or the Benny Hill music. Just like make a supercut of all of the Arkansas mistakes with the Benny Hill music.
TJ,
and the kid crying.
Play the clip of the left fielder dropping the ball and pass. Whew. And Connor, you make a sound effect to make it funny. Let's try this.
Oh, yeah. Connor, you're great with sound effects.
Got you.
Connor, do a sound effect to make this clip funny.
Okay.
Who's the guy from Spaceballs that was in Police Academy that was known for this? Michael Winslow?
Michael Winslow.
Is Connor the Michael Winslow?
We don't want to feel bad about this play. We want to be able to watch it and smile. So
okay.
You help the people by making this clip funny.
So right now I feel bad.
Go ahead. Here we go.
All right. Here's the pitch.
Wee. Diop.
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 What? Why?
That Futurama?
Diop.
What was the we?
That's the sound of the ball trap.
Right, wait, can you do it again with the boing? Can you do a boing?
Dude, I think a boing plays.
Yeah.
You just made up your own sound.
Diop. Wee. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
There you go. That's better.
T-Bob, serious conversation.
Yeah, let's engage in serious conversation.
Because Mark watched it and was in awe, but he doesn't follow college baseball.
Yeah.
I follow it a lot more than I put on to follow it. But Arkansas baseball.
I know, man.
I
Once again, I think your breakdown was completely accurate. They are the best team in the country
until you get to Omaha.
until it comes time to win a championship, man. And I even I have a lot of Arkansas friends, and I hate Arkansas in some way, but it's also like
in that SEC way, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I also I respect the fan base. They're a good people. It's a humble people.
Yeah.
And
you and I have met different Arkansas fan bases, but go ahead.
well, I mean, look, every fan base has their assholes.
Yeah.
Right. Like, but it's kind of like Mississippi State. I also feel like hit certain kinship with their fan base as well. But like Arkansas, eventually, I do want them to break through.
Right.
Just not at cost to me. Once again, selfishly.
Yeah.
So like, I would be cheering for Arkansas, and I fucking hate the SEC. Not out of conference pride, to be clear. I fucking hate conference pride losers.
Just because they deserve to win it.
Just because, yes, I would. I mean, to be one out away, you ever played, to be one out away in the manner in which they were all those years ago, and then to just continue. I mean, last year, the number one team, basically like all year long, and then what, they get knocked out, I think, in like the regionals,
well,
maybe?
2021, the year we won it, they were the number one team without question. They swept us that year. And then they beat NC State in their home super regional 21-2 to open the, and then they lost 2 straight to NC State. And in 2022, they were in Omaha. They fall back from the losers bracket, beat Ole Miss to force a game, a last game, and then Ole Miss shut them out. And then, yeah, they keep just doing this, getting this close, and then
Well, and one of the most fascinating things in sports, in my opinion, are what I call the burden of success, right?
Yeah.
Where like Dave Van Horn is obviously incredible. He's making Omaha nearly every year. But when that then becomes the expectation,
yeah.
and the frustration builds over time, even though you are one of the best. Like, you have to be very, very logical and pragmatic as an Arkansas fan and remind yourself, look, I know this fucking hurts, but Van Horn's still awesome. The program's still awesome. Eventually, it is going to happen.
The Arkansas fan base, I know.
It has to.
Logic and pragmatism.
Well, that's most fans,
Not,
right? I mean,
yeah,
I agree.
most SEC fans. I don't know where pragmatic comes in as far as being an SEC fan. That just doesn't. That goes out the window.
God, you know who I love? Do y'all like Big Content Guy on Twitter?
Yeah.
So I'm a big Content Guy fan. I don't know who he is, never met him, but I've now learned that he's an Arkansas fan just through Twitter, and he's down pretty bad right now.
You know who else is probably down? Bobby Bones.
Oh, Bobby Bones, Arkansas guy.
That's your guy, too.
That's our guy, Bobby Bones.
Our Taylor McGregor's at Arkansas.
Yeah, that's right.
'Cause she's been peppering in.
We have a lot of Arkansas
the Cubs
ties.
games.
Is Taylor McGregor the? Oh wait, yeah, play me fucking.
I've been
the
watching the
pig.
Cubs games, and she'll pepper in like updates on like, yeah, it looks like the Hogs are gonna do it, And then
This was I feel bad for Arkansas. This was after LSU beat Arkansas in football. I wanted to make that pig come so they could feel a little better.
Oh, it looks like you're trying to get it to have a baby.
Yeah. Mark, did you do it?
have a baby.
Sex from behind?
Oh,
Well, there's no baby.
Oh,
So
no.
what does that tell you?
Yeah. Okay, my bad. You're right.
yeah.
Daughter should try it.
All right. Well, what jersey you wearing?
Maybe.
Just
Cub
Cubs.
jersey.
There's no name on the back or anything.
I can't.
You going to the game today?
Name.
You going
What?
to the game? You going to Wrigley?
Is there a game today?
Yeah, they play at 120.
It sounds like no.
So that's.
I don't know if I've been here long enough for the afternoon midweek game, but I
Yeah.
desperately do want to go to
T-Bob,
Wrigley more
T-Bob,
before I.
T-Bob.
Before, what?
I don't think that matters.
You have so much to learn about this.
Right.
No,
I like you, but you have so much to learn.
No,
I like you, but you're crazy right now.
I'm going to do my best to avoid the degradation of my work principles.
Oh, T-Bob.
I tell you, Brandon, when he was filling in for you, he basically told Ebo, like, don't do the prep sheet. I got this. And then I came in and he had, like, the most detailed prep sheet I've ever seen in my life.
So he could
I know, but
it's a radio guy.
It was good work. It was good work.
Yeah.
But that's why it was
shocking.
so notable. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
In fact, I'd like to bring attention to Ebo's prep sheet today. And how long did Ebo go into the prep sheet without screwing up?
Yeah.
I'll read
Go ahead.
the first sentence. Arkansas chokes late to reach College World Series final.
I was editing it. It says fails. It says fails to reach.
Arkansas chokes late to reach College World
that's exactly
Series
right.
finals.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, thank you, T-Bob.
Thank you, boys. Have a great Thursday.
Be ready to go Monday.
Yo, I'm ready.
Okay.
So actually,
Uh-oh.
I may
Oh, here we go.
be getting sent to Omaha.
Those work principles.
I know. Relax. I may be getting sent to Omaha. Depends on if sales and
Wait, you're telling me we're sending our second biggest LSU fan to Omaha?
The other one's already there.
Yeah.
Oh, Minty. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, this picture is so fucking funny. Just everything about it. He's on the
right
one
outside
outlet
the
in the
men's room.
stadium.
Flip flops.
Flip flops and cross-legged.
Can
is
I-
fucking wild.
I'm not
work.
right often,
Intermint shirt.
but I think I'm onto something that, like, I can't get enough of the men's content. The spill off men's
Right.
content.
It's
The
electric.
following men's content.
The following men's content. That is unbelievable.
It's like documentary. It's like documentary journalism.
Pull up
Yeah.
the picture again, please.
This is the big content guy as well. The tweet.
He was mad. Now, this is the only thing I'll say about BCG here is he may be missing a little bit of the point that, like,
yeah, this is the content.
this is
the
content.
content.
with
Yeah,
it. It's like, this
exactly,
is
yeah.
what we want.
Yeah.
TJ, I don't know if you saw it, but maybe you can back me up. Or I'm gonna defend Mintz one time in my life.
Wow.
So me and TJ went to the College World Series. This is the first time we ever did anything together. Went to the College World Series in 2021. Mississippi State. We were there for 10 days at this point. You know how long it is.
Yeah. Wait, you went the whole time?
We went the whole time.
Every game.
Went the whole time. And
shit.
the game one of the final series, we were playing Vanderbilt. We went up 1-0. Vanderbilt beat us like 8-2, something like that. And in the seventh inning, they had a 6-run third inning. And in like the fourth inning, I just decided my Mississippi State-ness got to me, and I was like, we get so close every time, and we're just never going to win. We're never going to win. I got mad, and I got sad, and I got all pouty, and I'm pretty sure it's the same bathroom. I went and sat in that exact spot. I sat down with my back. I sat outside that bathroom in that exact same place, and which is my hands on my knees, just like, I don't know why we do this. I'm not sure why I'm out here. I want
You
to go
two
home.
really are birds of a feather.
Yeah. So
okay, wait. So
but no, he was doing it because he just, I don't know. He wanted to.
We had to charge his phone.
Yeah.
Here's a link I would like to draw then. Titus, as you prepare to once again enter the fray, you finally opened yourself up in the same way that Brandon did. And look at that moment that he had. Right now, metaphorically, you're sitting outside of that bathroom.
I am, yeah.
And it
I've
ended
sat
with a
outside of it.
championship for B-Walk, so why can't it end with a
Because
championship for
Tyrese
you?
Halliburton calf strain, and I think that's the moment that the series turned on its head. And I think that's how we'll look back on this NBA Finals. We'll say, if only. If only it's going to be one of the great what ifs.
Is that what we're doing?
What do you mean? Is that what we're doing?
I'm
We're not doing anything. I'm
Tyrese Halliburton's calf's doing
I'm
it.
reporting facts. Tyrese Halliburton's calf.
Is he?
The great what if? And
He's
NBA
not officially
history.
out though, is he?
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were preparing to play without him.
What?
Was
Yeah,
the only
I
report
just-
I saw.
Good.
I would do anything to see one of my teams win a championship. It's just like it's one thing after another. It's just fucking. It's just it's just never gonna happen, T-Bob.
Is that
But,
a ha-ha? Yeah. No, no.
I'd do anything.
It's going to
It's
make
been
the
so long.
story. It's going to make the story better.
Yeah.
The man who appreciates the light is the one who's been basked in the darkness. You know, it's going to make it better. Last thing, guys. So what I was saying is, I may be going to Omaha. If that happens, I guess there's potential for a Monday game. That would be the only way that I won't be here. Otherwise, I'm locked in the entire time. I hate that this was lining up day one.
He's
Yeah. So
in it for the long haul, just not the start.
he is.
He's gonna.
He is getting used to the Barstool Works.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
fuck you guys.
He's like,
no.
I'm ready to run this marathon.
Yeah.
Just
No.
Right.
I'm going to
No,
trip
I
out of the
want this
starting
so
block.
badly.
I'll meet
do
y'all
not-
about halfway.
Yeah.
This is not how I
You're
want
to
it
do
to
the
go down. I'm so
fucking. Who was the
grateful.
woman? Rosie Perez, who skipped the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, and he Rosie Perez. And he's also doing the
Got
thing
the car and
like
drove halfway.
he has to go to Omaha and go watch his team play in the College World Series. Like, guys, I feel so bad about this.
Yeah.
I feel terrible
Yeah.
about this. I got to get free tickets and a free hotel, and I got to go out there and I watch my team win a national championship.
That is kind of tight when you put it that way.
Because you are going to go out there and they are going to win a national championship in 2 games.
I mean,
Coastal Carolina's won 27 games in a row.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And I was at that Super Regional in 2016 covering it when they beat
Oh, did
LSU.
they go through y'all to get there?
They went through Alec Box. They went to Baton Rouge in the Supers, beat the fuck out. Well, not beat the fuck. It was good games, but beat LSU and then ended up winning the Natty. So, revenge. Decade in the making.
Thank you, T.
All right, thank you,
All right,
T-Bob.
guys. Later.
See, man.
Go Tigers.
Who was the woman that? What do you remember her name?
Rosie
O'Donnell.
Ruiz.
Rosie Ruiz.
Rosie Ruiz. Yeah, got in the car and.
Rosie Perez was White Man Can't
You're so
Jump.
stupid, Billy.
So Cody should do.
Billy, you're so. Yeah, oh, Cody. Cody, I will finance your entire marathon if you cheat. If you commit right now that you will cheat
Egregiously.
and you will document your cheating.
Mm-hmm.
and we'll put it out. We'll put out the documentation,
Yeah.
the documentary of your cheating at a later date. If you can commit to that, I will finance your entire marathon.
Does he have to get away with the cheating? Getting
Not-
caught is kind of...
no, you just have to document it all.
Okay, all
You
right.
just have to document it all.
Did she go to jail for that?
Could...
Is that a
No.
crime?
Or did she?
Or
I
did she
don't
just
know.
get disqualified?
I feel like you just wag your finger at her.
Yeah, hey.
She was arrested for embezzling later on in
She
life.
cheated and won is correct.
Yeah.
Like being like,
Yeah,
yep,
you can't
I won.
win. You can't
Look at
win.
me.
You gotta-
I was the best.
Yeah.
The fact-
So yeah, Cody has to finish like he can't finish with Kipchoge at the front. He's got to finish somewhere in like the hundreds.
He's gonna finish like...
With what at the front?
Yeah, I think he just made up a word.
Kipchoge, he's like the GOAT.
That sounds delicious.
Did he die?
Yeah. That's what I pictured him like eating something.
Yeah, I feel like a sausage, like some sort of...
Kipchoge, there it is.
Did you say did he die?
And Ebo,
Something happened.
did you knew what you were doing?
Yeah. You know how you are.
What was I
You
doing?
want to flex that you know.
Marathoners.
I don't think he
you know-
medaled at the Olympics this year.
The other one.
You know, endurance.
Don't say it like that. I don't think he medaled at the Olympics. You know he didn't medal at the Olympics if you said it.
This is the
What are you doing?
Terrainy school of asking a question and answering it yourself. Did he?
Cody has to finish in the top like 100 men, 20 to 29 or something like that.
That's his challenge. He has to finish 125th.
Okay. And the YouTube,
No matter what it takes. Yeah. And then just have Hoopify run alongside you and document the entire
Who is this 25-year-old marathon runner who's burst onto the scene? This is Cody Ferdinand.
And his first marathon, he ran a 2-hour and 30-minute marathon.
He's
Is
really
he next up?
Could Ferdinand beat Kipchoge?
Ding! Ding!
Bruh. He's exaggerated everything. I don't know if you've seen his most recent TikToks on Hoopify. He like drags out the voice even more. He does
knows
more
what he
dings.
does.
Like at first, it was at least like, does he actually talk like this? Now it's a clear exaggeration.
Yeah.
I love him.
Elsewhere in the world of sports, beyond the College World Series, the Los Angeles Lakers are in the process of selling for $10 billion. I think it's an overpay. I had him valued at 9.7.
Yeah.
But
what was your offer?
If you were trying to buy them and you came to me and you're like, how much should I offer? I would have said offer 9.5. You're willing to go to 9.7. I think 10 is an overpay, but it is.
Sure.
It's a premier franchise, and sometimes you just got to pay a little extra to get your hands on something you want.
Money's not real, right?
No.
Money just isn't real anymore. Money doesn't count. You can just say, I'll offer. It's Dr. Evil.
Yes.
$100 gazillion bajillion dollars.
Yeah.
And they'll just say, yeah, okay.
And then like some guy on Instagram or TikTok will like break down how the billionaire buying this team actually has zero cash and pays himself $1, and here's why. And and all of his houses he actually hasn't actually bought.
Yeah.
And here's how you should do it too.
The key, I think,
And then you just go, what the fuck? How does this work?
The key to being a very rich sports owner today is, you can make $100 billion and buy a franchise, but the key is you should have made like $10 million by 1974
That's right.
and bought a team, like
Yeah.
bought the fucking Seattle Seahawks for
Yep.
for $4 million, and now they're worth 400.
400 billion.
Yeah,
400 billion.
So that's what people. I wish I could
So-
go back to 1974 and be a millionaire.
So let me ask you this, Brandon.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Let me ask you this.
Sure. One,
If
give me one more.
let me ask you this. 'cause
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to frame this. So money's not real. Owning a sports team is the easiest way to turn. You buy it for a measly $3 billion.
Yeah.
You could probably flip that for $9 billion in
Sure,
a few years.
sure.
So why don't we all just buy it for $3 billion? You know, if it's guaranteed money, if it's just printing money,
Mm-hmm.
why have the Boston Celtics, one of the premier franchises, if not the premier franchise in the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers, you could say the exact same about them. The Dallas Mavericks, who don't have the pedigree that those two have, but Mark Cuban was a guy who was thought of as a big basketball fan. This is what he wanted to do with his money. This is the whole point of getting rich, is to buy an NBA team and be hands on and be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan sold his majority stake too
Mhm.
in the Hornets. He is no longer a majority owner.
Right. So what's his title now?
My question to you, Brandon.
Give
Why?
Mark a point.
Why? If owning one of these NBA teams is like the easiest way to turn your $8 billion into $15 billion,
Yeah.
and we're all looking for the easiest way to do that.
Sure.
Why are all these people? Why is the Bus family, which is synonymous with the Los Angeles Lakers at this point? Why are Mark Cuban synonymous with the Dallas Mavericks? Why is all this happening at the same time? Are you sniffing Kizzy? Are you saying there might be something happening here? Or is the NBA? The NBA is either a sinking ship and all these people want off, or it's a rocket going to the fucking moon and all these people want on.
I think.
Which one is it?
I think we're in. I think. Let me put on my financial hat. Okay. I think we're in the era of money not being real. And the era of I bought this thing for $1 billion because just check and see how much it is. I don't want to sell it. I'd rather just stay here. My family's been doing this for years. Just check and then we know. Then we know if we ever do want to sell it. And then the sheet of paper comes back from the lawyer. Yeah, actually they'd offer you $10 billion. And then they go home like, what? What do we? What?
Is there a chance the Bus family didn't realize how much the Lakers were worth?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, yes. I think now
they were just
owners
like,
are looking around. You'll give me what?
They thought it was worth like $200 million.
Yeah, you'll give me, huh?
What? Huh? It's $10 billion. What the fuck?
Yeah. So I just is there a limit? Are they going to be worth $20 billion in 10 years?
The bubble.
Should we try to-
It does feel like eventually
Bubbly.
Can we sell?
Yeah, it's
Mostly
sports. Should we try to sell mostly sports?
the whole thing.
Tommy Walker does own a significant.
Yeah, we'd have
show,
to.
so we'd
He
have
is
to
a
talk to him.
minority owner.
Yeah, he is. We'd have to talk to him, I guess.
What would that look like? Like, would we just shop it around?
I don't think you own it.
I would sell.
Hmm?
What?
I don't think you own it.
I think we do.
I
It
think
says it right there. Mostly sports is Mark Titus
and Brandon Walker. Doesn't say anybody else's
It
name.
says with, not by.
Well, it doesn't say by.
Well, the Lakers aren't
Well, let's
with.
get-
Presented by Jägermeister.
Let's get that fixed. then,
Jägermeister?
TJ.
Well, we can talk to Jägermeister. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
we'll talk to Jaeger. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, just buy. What if you bought it? So hear me out.
Okay.
Everyone else is just buying it and then waiting for Appreciate to sell it.
Yeah.
If you don't own it, just go buy it and wait for it to appreciate. Sell it.
We'll buy mostly sports for $2 billion. That's probably what we're about.
Let's
Yeah.
do this.
We'll buy it
We
for.
pump and dump mostly.
We'll
sports.
buy
Yeah.
all the rights to the show for $2 billion, and then you just sit on it and wait.
TJ, we're just gonna do this initial public offering right now,
Mhm.
or we're putting mostly sports on the market and see what kind of offers we get from the chat. See if we get any real offers from the
Does
chat.
anybody in the
Yeah,
chat
yeah,
want to
yeah.
buy?
Anybody in the chat interested in buying mostly sports?
I did auctions out.
We get a private equity firm to come in and then they just start calling all the shots. They're
Yeah.
like, we really need darker eyebrows from Connor.
Yeah.
they really got to be darker.
They start making changes.
Mostly Saudi.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we sell it, but we maintain our positions.
Yes.
Yeah, darker eyebrows.
I would do it.
Yeah.
What do you think about private equity getting involved in college
12.47,
sports?
$350, $10. I'll
$350?
$352, $5.
$352,
I've got
wow.
$4 million lying around. That's my initial offer.
Okay.
Okay, $4 million, $7.
Oh, 100 billion. No, hold on, 100 billion. Fuck, JT. Yeah, it's
100.
I got the top
sold.
offer.
Sold 100 billion.
Wait, no. Wait for other offers.
That guy has a signed MLK receipt.
It's one of his over 9 pieces of
It's
MLK.
red bobblehead. Those are really valuable.
What if Ravel bought it?
Did he tweet that on Juneteenth? And
Was it June?
Oh, that's right.
was that his
MLK.
Juneteenth tweet?
Or was it
Probably.
MLK? I think it was MLK.
Okay.
Day.
It might have been the day MLK was assassinated.
It was MLK Day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
What day?
With him, who the hell knows? It could have been,
What day did he do JFK's head getting blown off?
That was the day. That was November 27th.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
That
My
was
great uncle
20
drove MLK to the hospital that day.
January 17th.
Wh-
Calling me a
wh-
racist is
hold-
cute.
hold on,
this
what?
day
Yeah,
especially.
Sorry.
Put a pin in that, TJ.
Yeah, but
My great uncle was a paramedic in Memphis and drove MLK. Was part of the paramedic crew that was responding to MLK.
how has this not come
The
up?
MLK. The
Yeah, Martin
the
Luther
MLK.
King.
This is a lie.
The MLK.
There's no
We're
way.
talking about the
I'll get my mom. I'll get my
the-
mom.
Martin Luther King,
the
Yeah, Jr.,
Reverend Dr.
yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
the famous one.
And we're
Yes.
talking about driving to the hospital because he
Yep.
was assassinated.
Right.
Great uncle.
That was the
He was
Great
on shift that day in Memphis near the Lorraine Hotel.
Great Uncle McElhaney. Yep.
McElhaney?
Now, I don't want to accuse.
Just say it.
The Kizzy is there to be sniffed.
I don't want to accuse anything. I don't. That's not what I want to do. Unfortunately,
Oh, are you about to
by
do
virtue of sitting in this chair, there's a huge responsibility that falls on my shoulders to do a job and ask questions, and I don't want to, because I like you, Ebo, but he only responded to the call. That's it. He was just the paramedic.
He was just the paramedic.
Okay.
How close by was he?
As far as I know, he was not part of any government organizations or anything.
Okay.
All right.
How long did it take him to get on? How long
I'll have to go back and get more
How long-
details on it.
was he surprised when the phone call came to him?
You know, Ebo, it's weird because I also had a family member on the scene. Fuck.
God damn! How did you keep that? From
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
All the shows we do, we say, we eat a lot of
We
innings.
talk all the time.
We eat a lot of innings on the show, saying a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
bullshit.
I don't know. It just never came up.
Whew.
We've never talked about the assassination of Martin Luther King on the show.
Not once, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
It's an oversight by us.
Yeah.
I guess
yeah.
it never came up.
Part of my
I was waiting. I was waiting for you guys to bring it up. The
Yeah.
assassination of.
my grandmother and her
I guess if the
6 siblings were up in Destutely Poor in Memphis, Tennessee.
boy Memphis,
Dude.
Stephen A's wearing Memphis out, ain't he?
you'll yeah. The Memphis is going through it right now.
Stephen A has appointed himself God? Is he God?
Yes,
now?
he has appointed himself God.
He is God.
Like I would have zero problem with anything Stephen A. Smith is saying or doing if he wasn't on NBA Finals broadcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think the fact that like ESPN has appointed him to be one of the voices you hear when you tune into the NBA Finals. That's the only problem I have. You're allowed to talk shit. In fact, we'll do it on this show from time to time.
All the time.
You tune in long enough, you might catch one of us doing it. But the fact that he's like, if you try to avoid this Stephen A. bullshit, and you turn out, you're just like, you know what I want to do? I love basketball, so I want to watch the 2 best basketball teams compete for the highest honor in professional basketball. If you do that, if you choose to do that, you are going to get Stephen A. in your face, you know, and you're just like, God damn, this guy's awful. I almost forget it because I don't watch all the other shit he does, but then
He just goes after players.
that's all he does. Yeah, it's crazy.
but he was going
Going
back,
after John
he was
Morant.
going back and forth with Ja, and then that turned into him like talking to him about Memphis and
And nobody wants to live there.
Yeah. But it's not just like him saying it. It's like him like threatening.
yeah.
He's threatening.
Don't you
everybody.
fucking dare come at me.
He's threatening everybody at all times. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's motherfucking crazy.
It is.
Yes, Connor.
It do be. I have more info on the Mark Cuban and why exactly there are so many. First of all, I think the Lakers are selling because LeBron has masked how poorly the Buss family has been running that organization since the death of Jerry Buss, I believe. And they realized that there's a winning culture that the Dodgers ownership group has had, and selling it to them, that makes sense. Cuban cited, and it's related to a question I wanted to ask. Ownership groups are moving more into real estate and casino operations, and he doesn't have that type of expertise, which is part of the reason why.
Owning a sports team now, you have to have the business acumen to develop the arena around you, to buy real estate,
So
you're no longer owning a sports franchise. You now have to like buy up all the shit around the arena and convert that into
like
You have to be a
apartments.
mogul. You have to be a mogul.
Yeah.
let me ask you.
Am I understanding
Yes.
that correctly?
This is my question. Before the sale of the Lakers yesterday, Forbes, back at the end of 2024, put out their list of the most valuable franchises in sports.
Yeah.
Monetary.
Yeah.
Could you name the top 5?
Yeah, it's the Cowboys and then the Golden State Warriors are the top 2. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about after that?
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop right there because
The Lakers.
Well, now they are, but prior to that, they were
Yankees.
not. The Yankees, they were 4.
Yay.
the
The Mets sneaky up there too.
No,
Okay.
the
but
Dodgers.
no,
Commanders,
no.
the
You're missing 3 and 5.
Is it the Columbus Blue Jackets?
No, it is not the Columbus.
is it
Is it the Columbus Crew?
No, I wish.
Is it
the
is it the Chicago Sky?
That would be
Good
amazing.
guess, TJ.
Where does Calgary's football team play?
Calgary football team?
Van Gundy.
Fucking
Um,
is it shocking and stunning?
it's a Detroit Shock.
Is it stunning? Is it stunning, Connor?
Detroit Stun.
The third one shocked me, but it's related to the real estate and the stadium and the arena.
Oh, the Jaguars with the pool and the
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
got a nice pool.
the
Yeah.
nice pool.
Do you want me to say it?
Jaguars.
No.
What?
Is it the Houston's?
No.
Oh, the Diamondbacks. They have a pool too.
The-
right?
The Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice
Three,
pool.
3 and 5 are in markets that you would
The
think
Houston Astros.
You would or you wouldn't?
you would.
They're all in markets, you would think.
the
Show me the Atlanta Braves real estate.
Boston Red Sox.
No.
The New York Football Giants.
Close. They're 7.
The New York Football Jets.
They're 9.
Well, if he
Say-
said close, didn't it make sense that the
Close.
But
I can't
close.
help but feel like
Physically
this is just
close.
not leading to a satisfying
the
conclusion.
New England Patriots?
No.
Is it the New York
6.
Metropolitans?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
No.
Philadelphia 76ers.
No.
Too far.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Too far away.
You were in the right
Utah
neighborhood.
Hockey Club.
You went
No.
far away when you said he said close.
the Utah
The
Hockey
New York
Club.
Knicks.
Yes, 5.
Portland Trailblazers.
And then 3.
Is it still in New York?
No. As far away as possible.
The Los Angeles Rams Chargers.
Rams. And yeah, the Rams obviously Kroenke owns SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, SoFi is like $5+ billion.
Golden State owns the Chase Center now. They moved out of Oracle Arena. Like this is where it's going. Where if
Hold
you
on.
have
But
Ebo's making a face.
Titus, you do valuations all the time.
Right.
I remember you saying you had the Raiders at 10,
Right. I had
Yeah.
the Raiders higher.
way higher.
Way
So is this
higher.
list like just
I don't
bunk?
know. Let me see it. Let me see the list. Who's this according to?
Forbes,
Forbes? The fuck they know.
Also, I'm sniffing Kiz on all of these teams are worth more than Real Madrid or Manchester United. Am I wrong?
So
To
It's the
think that
NFL.
Those teams are
I think
way
just-
bigger.
Yeah, I think you don't know what a team is worth until it goes up for sale.
Is that a
Because
conversion rate issue?
they say the Lakers are worth 7.1. That's wrong. That was wrong. They're worth 9.7, and then they paid 10 for it.
yeah. But I do think we're in an
We're-
era where there are a bunch of people who are rich, much richer than the current owners in place. They want to get in and they want to start developing these new arenas and these new stadiums and using them for concert venues and all that type of stuff. And you're seeing mass overhaul.
Well, Connor, work a little harder. Maybe someday that could be you.
I hope so. That'd be fun.
A little less avocado
That means-
toast, a little more,
mm-hmm.
more gumption, and you
I hate avocado toast.
Yeah.
will someday be there.
Great-
You'll never
great-
find me eating avocado toast.
Great.
Ever.
Avocado toast, big time overrated.
Yes.
Why are you
I'll be
both
honest,
so passionate about avocado
Guacamole.
toast?
And while we're talking on the subject, guacamole.
Hey,
Careful,
here we go.
Careful, Evan.
Here we go.
I
No,
side,
say-
I side with
I
Ebo
want you
on
to
this.
say. I want you all to say.
Mark's on edge already. He's about to have a kid.
No, I want you all to say it.
You know my stance.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I think it's you gotta turn the light on so you can see all the fucking cockroaches scatter. You know?
Say it, Ebo.
I want to see what I'm working with here.
Why is everyone looking at me now?
Because you're
You're the one that started talking.
I just wanted to talk about guacamole.
It's embarrassing for all of you.
No,
That's what
I'll side with
for all
Ebo.
of
You
you.
can save it for his daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
Ebo hasn't said anything yet.
Salsa is better than guacamole
Yeah.
for chips.
Yeah, thank you, Connor.
Let's
Thank
go,
you.
boys.
And queso clears both.
Queso clears both.
Yes.
Yes. There we go.
Guacamole far down.
Oh, now, thank you.
I think
Brandon.
all
And avocado
Hey,
toast, I
I'll-
fucking hate.
Brandon,
And you know what? It definitely ain't
Brandon.
worth an extra $5.99 to get
You're
the
goddamn
guacamole.
right it ain't.
you literally have 2 children agreeing with your point of view.
Hey, that's fine.
I think
Kids of the future.
both are good, in my opinion.
Guac's fine.
I'll
Guac's
say-
fine.
I think it's good.
If I see guacamole, if a waiter or waitress, I'm not gonna specify the gender, but if they come to me and they say, "Here, do you want some guacamole?" and they put it on my table, I'm throwing it on the ground.
Connor, you had your,
What? That's crazy.
Connor,
We're
you,
not throwing it on the ground. Come on.
you
man.
had your first hot dog that wasn't cut into an octopus shape 6 months ago. Get the fuck out of here with your food takes. Do some business, Brandon.
We should do some we should do
I didn't even know how to record.
Sorry,
that.
Connor. I had to,
Connor, we need to do something. So we need to cut your hot dogs into octopus shape.
I'll look it up right now. How to do that? Yeah.
I think we can figure out how to do it. Just
I wanna
like
see
seems like it's 8 cuts.
No, but I'm thinking of like, could we put together an octopus? I'm gonna come in tomorrow with an octopus creation. I'm
what
gonna come with that tomorrow.
that's
We're
what
gonna
Connor ate his hot dogs.
we're gonna eat that tomorrow on the show. I'm making that.
Connor, he's not
I went to a Cubs game with Connor. I watched him order a hot dog. He asked them to please cut it in the shape of an octopus, and they stared at him. And they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
He called his mom. She walked him through it.
Yeah.
You know that's not true.
You do the smiley face breakfast
They
too?
won't do an octopus.
Oh,
look at these.
they want octopus it. Those look fucking delicious.
Oh man.
You still got to eat 40.
I know I do.
Makes it like
I know
it.
I do. Mostly Sports is sponsored by Mostly Sports is sponsored by BetterHelp. Men today face immense pressure to perform to provide. Am I reading Tuesday, June 17th?
You would be.
What that was in today's packet.
Oh no.
It was in today's packet, Debo.
I only gave you one today.
As we stall, I want to shout out Josh from Myrtle Beach. Sent me Slider, a little stuffed animal,
Oh hell yeah!
who's apparently the bat dog for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, and then the Myrtle Beach Pelicans Sunday helmet. So there you go. I mentioned on the show I got family down in Myrtle Beach. They got season tickets, and he's like, "Here's a little something for you."
Well,
So there you go. Thank you, Josh.
Connor, after I tell you about Sport Clips, you're going to need to go get a haircut. Because
Yeah.
I have a wedding invitation for you.
Oh
I
really?
have a fresh wedding invite for you and the Reading Crashers.
Okay.
Sport Clips is dropping something huge this June. Ebo, we're good.
Mhm.
The Playmaker Sense. For a limited time, you can get the MVP haircut experience, a.k.a. the most relaxing haircut in the game. You can pick a brand new relaxing scent for your hot steam towel. That sounds fabulous. Choose from a line of sports-inspired scents like early morning practice air, which smells like fresh grass, a cool breeze, and the start of a legendary season. Rawlings' new leather glove with warm, rich notes of leather. And then wild card for those bold or hungry enough to try it, Stadium Buttered Popcorn, which smells insane. So let me get this straight. Not to go editorializing on an ad. I can go to Sport Clips, and I can get draped in a hot towel that smells like hot buttered popcorn.
That's exactly right.
Yummy.
I want to go today.
You're about to be Jeff D. Lowe. Just
Yes,
every other day. Yeah.
I'm ready to
Yeah.
go. These scents are only around for June, and then they're gone. So visit now and try them out. Sport Clips, it is a game changer. The offer ends June 30th, 2025, at participating locations only and where permitted by law. Interested to see where it's not permitted by law. These scents are only around for June, then they're gone. So visit now, try them out. Sport Clips, it's a game changer.
I wish I could huff a brand new Rawlings glove.
I'd
life.
sniff it up right
Dude,
now.
I wish just
I'd stick it in
every
my face.
morning. Yeah.
Baseball's got good smells.
It does.
Brandon,
What? You can't see it, can you? I'm okay. All right. All right.
I think I'm gonna go Monday to
the back of the sorry.
Saturday, August 16th.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to go? You're going to a wedding, okay?
What state?
It is
It's in a big city.
one state away.
Really?
I think you'd say the city. It's
It's in Kansas City,
a
Missouri.
large city.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could do that.
Missouri.
It's in Kansas City, Missouri.
There's some barbecue.
Yeah. Show me a good time.
There's some,
Is that's not Camp Barstool?
No, it's actually
I don't know.
the day in between the end of the Internet Invitational and the start of Camp Barstool.
Okay.
Lord.
It's like a 1-day window of opportunity.
Well, okay, well,
All right.
then we could pull it off probably. I'd love to go. I've been itching for it.
Itching for what?
Me and Blutman to get back on the road.
Yeah, you got to.
yeah.
You got to.
As
Have people? The internet's been set ablaze by the release of the 30 minutes of rain, right? The internet's been going crazy.
So viral.
Zombies?
No, not at all. The last one, when we put out the first one, there were actually people who were tuned in live, like chatting, and it was one of
Saying people didn't flock to the sequel
this
of
this
you guys.
one. This one kind of it was a dud compared
You
to the
didn't take
first
any
one.
chances, I didn't think. I thought it was too. I thought you were trying to pay homage to the original a little too much.
No, but
It
TJ,
just felt like a
go to
a bad parody of the original to me.
go to 24 minutes in.
I don't know that I've noticed how much Blutman's grown his beard out.
He got like a haircut for the wedding, and they
Yeah.
kind of fucked his shit up.
Yeah. Like the rain, the sound of this rain, I thought that would really get the people going.
Wow.
Yeah, that is the sexy part of it.
CJ, what did you search on YouTube?
Fart joint.
And Mark,
Fart stoins.
you know what?
It just says fart stoins in his.
You know what? Pull up the Connor and Blutman real quick again. You know what I notice? Just no eyebrows on Connor whatsoever.
Yeah, he does have no eyebrows. Oh my god.
Just not an eyebrow to be found.
This is your first. Will this be your first wedding with the new eyebrows?
Did
It
you?
would be, yeah.
It looks like you it looks like you stole Blutman's eyebrows from this video.
No, I look back at pictures of myself and yeah, like
From 2 weeks ago.
yeah, and I'm like, how did I go 25 years with nothing, nada, zilch?
I have a segment I would like to debut on the show called "I'm Sniffing Kizzy." Now, I sniff a lot of Kizzy on the show. I've never packaged it as a segment, and it's important that I do that because I think I might be the only one sniffing Kizzy, and I think I might be breaking some news here. This might be actual journalism that's being done here.
Wow.
The Kizzy that I'm sniffing might win us an award.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
This is Emmy Kizzy?
This might be Emmy Kizzy, Peabody Kizzy. I don't know what award I'm going to win.
Pulitzer Kizzy.
Pulitzer
Kizzy.
Kizzy
Okay.
that I'm sniffing right now. Yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
there were two athletes that are very notable if you follow North American sports. Now, how good they are is a matter of opinion. It
Sure.
can be argued till we're blue in the face. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to discuss the talent that these men possess on the field and on the court. I'm here to just say that these are two men who are well-known athletes for various reasons. One of them is Shedeur Sanders.
Sure.
One of them is Zach Edey. Both men yesterday were apprehended, cited. I don't know if arrested would be the right term. Probably not. Cited, pulled over for speeding, for reckless driving
Sure.
at different parts of the country. One was in Indiana. One was in Ohio, I believe. Completely different parts of the country. Different people, different cultures. Couldn't be further from each other. Both of them were cited doing 101 miles an hour exactly, Brandon. Exactly, to the dot, 101 miles an hour. I'm sniffing Kizzy.
You think?
Both of them the same day doing the exact same speed?
This was in.
Uh-huh.
This was in. Where?
Ohio. I assume it was in Ohio. Strongsville, Ohio.
Yeah, Strongsville, Ohio. Both of them doing 101 miles an hour. No one was doing 102. No one was doing 98.
Is it because
They were both on the same day doing 101. I'm sniffing Kizzy. What say you, Brandon Walker?
Well, what would let's sit and imagine a world where this conspiracy is true and real. What would be the benefit?
I don't know. I know it goes all
What
the
is
way.
trying to be put together here?
I haven't connected the dots. I just know it goes all the way to the top.
Is this aliens?
This goes all the way to the top. I just don't know how.
The White House? Aliens?
I think Condoleezza Rice is involved somehow.
Yeah, no, I
don't
knew
know.
that, but how far over
But I
her head does it go?
Yeah.
Are we talking all the way
It's as far as I made it. It's Condoleezza Rice.
all the way to the West Virginia governor?
She won't return my calls, and once she does, I will know more. But
She returns mine. Yeah, it is weird.
It's weird.
Although
Weird. It's weird.
one of those reports said Zach Edey's was from May 1st.
Oh, really?
Yeah. said on May 1st. So we just found
We
out about.
just found out about it yesterday. Okay, hold on. I'm sniffing more.
So here's what happened.
I'm sniffing more.
Zach Edey went 101 miles an hour, and him and his people stuffed it, and they put it down, and they said, "No, this is not
Kill
getting
this
out."
story.
And then Shadur goes 101, and Zach Edey's people were like, "Well, that didn't seem that bad."
Yeah, put it out now.
Yeah,
because when people search 101 miles an hour,
It's Shadur.
It's Shadur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he waited for the cover.
Hold.
Yeah.
All right, go.
So picture Zach Edey hiding behind Shadur Sanders. That's what's at play here.
Interesting.
That'd be funny.
That would be hilarious. Could he? Do you? I'd like to play hide and seek with Zach Edey.
Hide and Zach.
Could we get Zach Edey in here for hide and seek? No, he doesn't like you.
He doesn't like any of Barstool, really.
Oh, that's true.
He doesn't like.
Is it because we just relentlessly trashed him when we're assholes to
I
him?
told him that he gets a favorable whistle and move his feet and just turns his elbows and elbows people in the face when he makes post moves and has no bag whatsoever.
Does he not like us?
Light on college basketball for multiple years, and really the sport has gotten better without him. And Purdue, despite not being as good as they were with Zach Edey, is undeniably more fun to watch. I think the team that they had last year, yes, they did come up short against Houston, but like if you actually watch that game, you strangely found yourself cheering for Purdue because of how the makeup of the team and the style that they played. And now they're going into next year being maybe one of the national title favorites. And I think you point back to the Zach Edey era and you say to yourself, yes, Zach Edey being on the team did probably technically make them a better team, but I think Purdue is actually positioned now to win the favor of America, and they are positioned to maybe kind of sort of be America's team with what they have coming back next year. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna lead us down that road. Yeah.
Did you see WFAN has an intern that's like 7'6"?
Is this the new thing?
Look,
We
Is
got
everybody
one, right?
getting new?
We just got we just got these big people everywhere now. We got
are people?
He's not hooping.
I'm a little mad at Barstool. There's a 6'8" intern, and I'd like to have gotten a crack at him.
He's in New York.
I know. We throw him out of Chicago. I'd like to have gotten a crack at him. I'd like to get him on the couch next to Ebo. And that's really all I want.
Oh.
Can we
get one crack at him?
Can we crack the new intern?
We just want one fucking crack. That's all we want. Is that too much to ask? Man, all the man wants is one crack.
Well, that's all we got. We need to crack. We need to crack the intern.
Who wants to make?
Yes, Ebo?
We can't stop you from becoming your parents.
Ah, there it is. There it is.
Is that a reference to the crack cocaine my dad partaked?
Yeah.
For
Perduckin. Yeah, okay.
When New Jersey? It's 11.
Why not?
10.
It's 11:10.
Where's Blutman?
God damn, it's 11:10.
Blutman's done.
Is that a Sydney Sweeney jersey, Brandon?
Give you a point.
This is I don't know the minor league baseball team. I think there might be one in Arkansas called the Naturals. Anyway, because that is a natural state. This is their Charlie Brown jersey. Their Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Pretty good jersey. I was a little worried it had been worn on the show before.
Northwest Arkansas Naturals.
The Northwest Arkansas. Oh, that sounds.
The NWA.
I wouldn't mind getting some Northwest Arkansas Naturals in here.
The NWA.
Brother, you said it. You said it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Here
there
we
we
go.
go. Oh, it's got Snoopy on the back. Does it have Snoopy on the back?
Yeah, it does. Charlie Brown.
Snoopy on the back.
Snoopy's a good dog.
Charlie Brown, we know, was a terrible kicker. Actually, we don't know that to be true. He might have been a great kicker.
He never kicked.
really got an
Yeah.
opportunity. Did he play in other sports? Is that all we know?
Well, let's ask this question about it. Was he a good dog owner? Snoopy,
I think-
by himself a lot.
Yeah, but Snoopy does seem to kind of have it figured out, and I think Charlie empowering his dog to let him. Snoopy didn't really seem to want companionship.
Snoopy goes off on Snoopy hangs out with a bird.
He flies, dude. Red Baron, right?
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
fly plane.
dangerous.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
I was Charlie Brown responsible dog owner. I guess he is a child.
He's a child, yeah.
How old were they?
I always pictured him being like
9?
9-ish, yeah.
You're like 35.
10?
9.
Look at the Naturals alternate identities. They got the growling chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And they got the naturales.
Oh.
Ah, yes,
go.
of course. Connor, give me 5 seconds of Charlie Brown's teacher, please.
Before you do that, I swear to fucking God, I was going to ask for the exact same thing. I swear to fucking God, I was waiting. Before we moved on to my jersey, I was going to turn to Connor and say, Connor, give me Charlie Brown.
I don't.
That's incredible.
Give me a little Charlie Brown teacher.
Go ahead.
I hope I'm not getting the cartoons confused. Is it the wah 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 wah?
No, dude. That's,
Not really that
that's Star-
cadence, but that's Star
You're doing
Wars.
Star Wars. You're doing Chewbacca.
Yeah,
Give us Charlie Brown's teacher.
you're doing like some sort of
Chewbacca, bro.
song.
I've never seen. I don't watch the cartoons. I don't know.
That
was it,
You
kinda.
are the number one Rudolph's Shiny New Year guy ever, and you don't know Charlie Brown?
Or either do that
Like
or
even the Christmas special.
Overrated.
Oh my god.
Boy, oh boy.
But Rudolph, yeah, I fucking love.
was
Wah,
the
wah.
Charlie Brown a dance? It was like do the Charlie Brown. Is that something?
Yeah, I
That's
think
something
it
that
is.
registers for
That's
you.
in Cha-Cha Slide. Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's, right.
what it was. Yeah, yeah. I was always confused. Slide to the left. Slide. Yeah, because you're following along. You're doing the cha-cha. He tells you what to do.
Yeah.
It's like slide to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Crisscross. Dun, dun. And you're like, all right, this all makes sense. And he's like, Charlie Brown. And then I just go, fuck.
Now-
What's that mean?
I always that was
Shit.
the Casper Slide Part 2, right?
Casper Slide 2. This time.
I never
We
heard
gonna
Part
get
1, and
funky.
has there been a Part 3?
Where were the first 4 Mambos at?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I've not seen nary a Mambo.
Yeah.
Anyway, my Charlie Brown jersey.
In light of LeBron James' recent comments about ring culture on a podcast he was doing with Steve Nash, and with tonight being the night that a new set of professional athletes will clinch their rings, it's over. It's done. The Oklahoma City Thunder are going to win. They're going to win the championship tonight. I thought to myself, why not pay a little tip of the cap to two-time NBA MVP and tennis aficionado Steve Nash. So I'm wearing a Steve Nash jersey that someone sent in.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Nash. It says there right there on the back. Steve Nash.
Now, did he play basketball? I've always known him as a recreational tennis player.
Right. Yeah. He played. I think he was drafted by the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yeah.
And he had a little stint with the Blue Jackets. Played with the Rangers for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then made his way to Phoenix
Uh-huh.
and switched sports. I think's what happened. I
They
think
have
he got traded to the Arizona Coyotes. He was like,
You
I
have a
wanna play
city
for them.
named after him?
Yeah, that's right.
Steve.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Steve Town.
Yeah, that's right.
Connor?
First off, I said to Mark off air, I love those iteration of the Phoenix Suns jerseys.
See, I
These
don't
are
love
these
them.
are like their worst iteration.
No, but
Like the worst Suns jerseys.
That's like a
Pull up. Go to the jersey history of the Phoenix Suns.
I mean, they've
so
had
much better
ones.
before and after.
Gray on a basketball.
This
jersey.
might literally
I,
be the worst Suns jersey of all.
I've been looking to get a Shaquille O'Neal Phoenix Suns jersey just like that.
Well, that says a lot about you.
I want that jersey so bad.
Yeah, click on show all the history of the Suns.
All those are those are okay.
All of those are better.
Now we're talking.
The 90s are incredible.
That's great. The Charles Barkley era are
Is
great.
that technically a shooting star?
That's a basketball.
Has anybody ever made a jersey better by being like, what if this was more gray?
No.
Yeah, I do think that this is literally the worst iteration.
No, I hate
well,
like the
no, I hate
2015
those.
era.
I hate those. Bottom left, I hate. Bottom left are bad. Bottom
Yeah.
left are bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
that era is bad.
Ah, look at that. That 90, you just can't beat that.
Yeah, the gray doesn't belong in a basketball.
The purple in that one, I love.
They have purple and
No, but that specific purple colorway.
Those Valley ones, I feel like in theory should look cool or like be cool, but I don't know if I like them very much.
I like them. I don't know if I
Also-
love the digi. Maybe just do regular.
Yeah.
gray.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't the Digi, I'd like.
also I don't think it's. I mean, I guess fuck the rest of the country. This is like the city edition just for the people there. But
Yeah.
like, do you know Phoenix to be the Valley?
The Valley of the Sun.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do know that.
I think
Because
the
I thought that was a
jerseys?
Bible verse.
I think it's the Valley of the Sun, right?
Yeah, I
walked
guess
through
I guess I'm telling on myself. I don't know nicknames of
Mm-hmm.
places.
That's how they got the Suns.
Well, I thought they got the Suns
the
because
Valley
the
of the
sun
Shadow
is
of
just
Death.
there.
No, you're thinking of Gangster's Paradise.
Think of Psalms 23:4.
Mm-hmm.
I was in every time I'm in Phoenix. Haven't seen one goddamn valley the whole time I've been there.
You've seen the Sun.
I've seen the sun. Yeah.
Mhm.
No. I think you're misunderstanding my. I know the sun.
It's the Valley part.
The sun. The
Yeah.
Phoenix sun made sense. It was
Yeah.
the valley that I was like, what valley are they talking about? Talk to me
Um,
about the valley. What are you wearing though, Connor?
Winston-Salem Dash, minor league baseball team. This is another one of the Star Wars jerseys for minor league teams that got sent in. And this one has a purple lightsaber on it.
Nerdy.
Winston-Salem, which is representative of the lightsaber that Mace Windu used back in
Now
the prequel trilogy.
He was Who was Mace Windu?
Mace Windu was Samuel L. Jackson's
I
character.
don't think that's right.
You like Windu?
I like him a lot. He's a
Yeah.
great Jedi.
Windu this mouth fitting. Fuck. Shit.
Windu.
Fuck.
Are you offering to suck his?
He was.
Got
When,
it wrong.
when do you want this? When do you want this mouth? All over?
When do you want me to stop
When do you want,
sucking you?
when do you want me to
dick?
suck you?
Yeah, fuck you.
DJ, the first guy to ever these nuts himself.
When do your dick fit in my mouth? Oh shit.
First guy to use as a pickup line. Ebo.
Yeah, this is 2007 national champion Blaine Irby. We went over it before. 19.
Let me see Irby on the back of the jersey. Let me see Irby on the back of
my
that jersey.
headphones. It's a whole thing to get up and
Is
turn.
it actually a Justin Tucker jersey?
No.
Turn around. Turn around.
Hey, all right. It's a Kyle Tucker jersey.
Yeah.
Kyle Tucker, the baseball player?
And I got confirmation my grandfather's or my grandmother's brother was not in the CIA.
The one that knew Martin Luther King?
Oh, that's his
That is a Justin Tucker.
That's Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
guy.
Kyle Tucker played. God damn. It's a Stephen Chager.
You know what's funniest about Stephen Che's Chris Tucker saying goddamn? I've watched Rush Hour a lot. I can't remember him going goddamn.
Yeah.
Because he says it's from Rush Hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he does it.
Yeah,
What-
I don't know.
whatever.
I'm not here to.
I know
I don't have the expertise.
I know the first two Rush Hours very well. The third one I never watched.
Yeah, I bet you do know Rush Hour well, Mr. Commute over here. That one wasn't as good. Fuck.
TJ?
I got on a Amarillo Sad Poodles jersey. Oh, that's me. Jersey. It says Saudis.
Mhm.
I had the.
You like the Saudis?
Yeah.
You're a fan of the Saudis?
You like Saudis?
All right.
Saudis' dicks going in my mouth. And they're playing the Northwest Arkansas Naturals tonight.
No!
Oh.
It's Saudis against the Nets?
Yeah.
Saudis.
Oh my God! It's Bark in the ballpark and
Oh,
Thirsty
fuck.
Thursday.
Right. So
I mean,
rivalry day. Rivalry day on the show.
Shit.
what
House
I know
divided.
about Saudi women, they do hate the Naturals, I think, right? Isn't that
I don't know.
they're getting the. Don't they get the boob jobs? All right. I
Brandon,
thought you guys knew boob jobs.
the reason you don't remember
Saudi
it from Rush Hour is because that quote is actually from Friday.
Yes.
And he doesn't say God. He just says, damn.
yeah, but
It
he
says,
definitely doesn't say it in Rush Hour, and he
It's
says
from
it's
Rush Hour.
an impression from Rush Hour. You're
who's getting the boob jobs out that way?
I think everybody's
All right,
getting boob
all right,
jobs out here.
Should we just go to Turkey and just get like a random plastic surgery?
No?
All right.
Seems like an easy no.
Okay.
Titus, tomorrow is you're
Tomorrow's
leaving
it,
us
yeah.
for forever.
Maybe forever. You know, I think the plan is to come back, but I've seen the film Pearl Harbor. I know how this works. You fall in love with another man while you're away,
Mm-hmm.
and then your original love comes back, and you're like, I don't.
I also want to fuck you too.
I want to fuck. I want to fuck. How do I fuck you both? I feel like that's what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I'm gonna be. I don't know how long I'm gonna be. I don't know. But I'm gonna.
How long do you plan to be a father? The full 18
Yeah,
years?
so I
or-
might do 18 years of paternity leave. Right, that's how it works, and then I'll come back and hopefully the show's still going.
So what we're gonna do a show. We're gonna just keep doing a show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to? It's kind of your call.
Do you have an announcement for a special thing we might be doing next week?
Yeah.
You do. So, with regrets, you're not going to be here.
Mhm.
But next week, we're going to be going right into the last show of the week. We'll be going right into the 4th of July break. We'll be going right into that. We'll be going into the. It'll be time for hot dogs and beach chairs and fireworks and
Mm-hmm.
cornhole
Mhm.
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Be time for all that. It's cookout season.
Go on.
You're not invited to the cookout.
Oh.
Well,
You wouldn't
I-
come. It's
you
pointless to
could-
waste an
you
invite
could
on you.
invite me, and I'll just.
But it's pointless to waste an
as
invite
a
on you.
gesture, you could at least invite me.
It's going to be tough to get an invite around here.
You know I'm going to say no, so what's the harm in just invite? Whatever. All right.
Put Mark on the invite list.
All right.
TJ, show him the graphic.
Ooh.
Oh.
4th of July cookout next week. That is our special episode for the 4th of July.
Microsoft Paint
the
open.
mostly sports cookout, and not everybody can get invited to the cookout. Not everybody at Barstool's getting invited to the
So you guys are gonna do a yeah. There we go.
We're doing a full
Yeah.
full ass.
Cross me out.
Put a dick in it. Put a dick
You
somewhere.
guys are doing a cookout.
Why are dicks so funny?
I don't know. They
Can
really
you
are.
can you make it spray too?
The balls are so lit.
Dicks so funny.
Do an octopus hot dog.
We will do octopus hot dogs at the cookout.
Yes,
Guaranteed.
octopus hot dogs will be a feature of the cookout.
I was going to do that tomorrow, but that's a good idea. We'll save it.
Yeah, we'll save it for the cookout.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to do
Octopus
pigs in
hot
a
dog.
blanket too, probably, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. However, whatever hot dog related foods we bring, I will eat.
I
Wait, what am I doing? Why is there a dick in my hand?
I do love that the graphics. It specifically says 4th of July cookout, and it's 1 full week before. It's
What an odd shape
could've-
dick I've got.
you could have just said cookout and made it Friday, June 20th, but this is the 4th of July cookout.
Yeah.
1 full week before
Yes.
the 4th of
Boy,
July.
hold TJ, I am squeezing the life out of that thing.
You're using it like a microphone.
All right, you guys are doing a cookout.
We're doing a cookout. We'll have special guests
That'll be
and
fun.
everything.
Invite only.
Invite only. So if you're watching in the gambling cave, you might not get an invitation.
You have to. You do.
Chad is saying it could be the cock out. we could just do a cock out, Brandon.
Do a cock
Look
out.
at the graphic; it's already ready.
It is ready. Yeah.
We
No,
could,
it's cookout.
It could be the 4th of July.
I'm
cock
invited
out.
to the cookout.
Brandon, we could just rock out with our cocks
It
out.
could be the cock out.
We could just.
Are you gonna invite your mom so she can cut the hot dogs in
No.
octopus shape for you?
No, I am not.
Connor, I was told specifically you were inviting your mom.
No, I will not be.
All right.
So we're not doing the.
You know what? Screw it. My mom is invited.
All right. Okay.
My mom is invited to the cookout.
Okay. Good.
To the cookout.
To the cookout.
Not to the other thing we were saying. She's invited to the cookout.
Oh, you were the one that was pushing the cock out in the first.
Now I'm going back on it.
Okay. All right.
Stop trying to push your cock out.
So there's not a.
You
We're
guys
doing a cookout, not a
are
cock
you
out.
doing this on Friday, or are you recording it?
We're recording it.
Pre-recorded.
Recorded on.
Because
Yeah.
Brandon's going to be in Boston.
Recorded on
Mark's going to
Jersey.
be out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in
Brandon,
Boston.
record on Jersey.
Connor's going to be in Boston.
Try to do a
I'm gonna
Jersey
be in
swap with
Italy.
Connor's mom.
Stop.
Do a Jersey swap.
What? That's what we do. We do jersey swaps on the show all the time.
See how it goes.
Slip and slide?
I love that.
You like slip and slides, Connor?
Yeah.
You can slip TJ's mouth up.
What? Hey! What the hell? Fuck.
Do you have business, or did people stop
I
advertising? on the
have no
show?
business. I mean, I do think that at some point we got to talk about the Santa Cruz Warriors and the head coaching decision to come to, but I think we can put a pin in that and move on. Ace, what's going on with Ace Bailey?
I don't
TJ.
fucking know, man.
He's
The lead story I've seen is that either he thinks he has something confirmed where he doesn't need to work out or talk to any of the other teams, or whoever's leading him is misleading him to believe that, so he's not like playing ball. Like he's not taking any meetings, he's not doing any workouts, he's like not participating in the draft process. I don't really know what's happening.
yeah.
Canceled on the Sixers.
Sixers have what pick? Remind me.
Number 3, right?
3.
Which would be him,
Yes.
because the top two are pretty locked in.
Or Edgecombe.
Either that or like he's tanking the draft process because he doesn't want to go
He
to a
doesn't
bad
want to
team.
go to yeah.
Which I don't know if that's
But that's
the best idea.
if you're a lottery pick, you're going to go to a bad team.
Is that why? Is that why he played like shit for Rutgers?
Does he want to play for a bad team?
Yeah, that's why he threw that ball away
tank?
against
Yeah.
fucking Kennesaw State. Sorry.
It's not like y'all scheduled that game just for him.
Right. That's my bad.
Yeah.
I want to apologize. Earlier in the show, I had an outburst about Ace Bailey and Kennesaw State, and that was not reflective of my character. And
I don't even remember it.
I think he's a great player, and I don't want that moment to. I know it's been getting a lot of hate online or conversation online. I don't want that to live in infamy. I'm sorry to Ace.
Oh, that's nice. That's big of you, TJ.
Yeah.
Because he's probably been stewing on that for a while.
Yeah.
What was that you were saying about the Santa Cruz Warriors got a new head coach?
I don't know. That I saw that they got a new head coach. I don't remember who.
Connor
I
had
don't
prepared
know
a statement.
No. Wasn't it that he got promoted to the Warriors coaching staff? Was that it?
I don't know. I saw the story. I don't know much about it. So
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Nicholas Kerr.
Oh, he was the head coach, and now he's.
Yeah.
been-
Now he's on the Warriors staff.
I didn't know much. I didn't know the details of the story. So if you wanted to.
And now he's apparently being referred to solely as Nicholas, you Nicholas Kerr.
Nicholas Kerr, yeah.
Yeah.
About time for a rebrand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But if you were to shorten it,
Yes?
Lists.
the Washington Redskins had to change their name. That, like, he waited until after the Washington Redskins changed their name to change his name.
yeah. But good for him. Congrats.
Good for him, man.
Did you see the Panthers in the Stanley Cup? Barkov, the captain. I'm gonna say his first name in a minute. I'll wait. I'll probably wait. Barkov, 5 a.m. the day after they won the Stanley Cup, just went up to his neighbor's house. He went up to all his neighbors and rang their doorbell at 5 a.m. just to show them, to bring them the Stanley Cup. And they've already broken it.
That's pretty cool. Do you think the neighbors like that? Or
I would
like
think
that?
there was already an agreement. If you win it, bring
If
it
you
by,
win
no
it,
matter
yeah,
what
make
time.
sure-
No, I don't care what time
yeah,
it is.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
See
so-
his hand?
What's up with his hand?
He had like a bunch of stitches in his hand all series.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
I'll show you after this.
Well, he's really ringing that thing. Yeah, and the cup. So the cup is like right behind him. The cup eventually makes it up there. This is 5 a.m. the night after they won the cup. That's
pretty sweet.
that's pretty cool, right?
That's pretty sweet.
Coming.
Oh, he's coming out or what?
Yeah, he's
That's pretty
coming.
fucking sweet. That's
So he's the captain, right? So he gets it first. Is that how it works, or what? How does that
I
work?
guess. Yeah, and then you get one day with
They
it.
really get one
Everybody
day
gets
with it?
one
Is that
Or
a
is it
thing?
Just kind of a.
Split the palm of his
Viewer's
hand.
discretion is advised.
All right. That's not that.
Why? Yeah, that's not bad.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a gash.
That doesn't seem like that much tape for that, though.
This was a big point of contention between two friends of the show,
Mm-hmm.
White Boy Rick and Jake Malasek. They were beefing over what sport was harder,
May
tougher
I,
to play in.
may I say something?
Okay, sure.
I don't refer to Malasek as a friend of the show.
Well, I didn't call him family.
You called him a friend of the show.
They-
SGA is out for how many months with this? You can't dribble the basketball with that. No shit.
So I have gloves and hold us.
Not even close to comparable.
I love this.
So why?
I love these two. Just
I listen. I'm more of a basketball
Never-
guy, but is there any argument that basketball is tougher to play than hockey? Than fucking hockey?
The same with the gash and
Hockey's the toughest
with
thing.
stitches on your hand.
Oh, okay. They're saying with this.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought,
but,
they,
I mean,
I thought this
hockey
was a
also-
running thing where they said which one's tougher to play.
well, yeah, I mean, because hockey you just play for like 2 minutes at a time, and then you get a break.
Yeah.
You get a little breather and
Yeah, basketball
got
would
all
be
the pads on.
basketball would be incredibly tough to play with this. Baseball would be incredibly tough to play with this.
Basketball is tougher to play than any sport. That's why the guys have knee problems and blowing their Achilles and all that shit.
They get
It's the hard-
booster
I think it's
seats
the
so their
hardest
knees don't
sport,
fall
yeah.
apart. Do you ever sit on the
Hockey play
booster seat
for-
on the bench?
No, dude, that's a great development though.
Yeah.
In recent years,
So your knees aren't.
I
above
would
the
have
hips.
if booster seats were more of a thing back in like 2009. I would have tried to get the biggest booster seat possible.
Mhm.
I would have done that. I've been like, we got Coppin State coming up.
Like your feet
This
dangling off
Tuesday
the,
night on Big Ten Network. Y'all are going to want to tune in. You guys are going to want to tune in on Big Ten Network because I am.
You'd have the
It's gonna
tallest
blow
bench
your
in the
mind.
world.
It's going to blow your mind what my booster seat's going to look like. One request before we go. First of all, tip of the cap to Brandon Walker.
Congrats, Brandon. You the man.
For once again, you did it.
Mm-hmm.
You went viral on Black TikTok.
I did. And
You thought I was talking about something
I'm
else.
so much happier about this than I am the other thing.
Yeah, no, forget the other thing. Your Caitlin Clark takes have once again, you've done it. And in light of that, because we got so heated yesterday.
Yeah.
we were in the vortex of sports discourse that we failed to stop. Take a deep breath and do a WNBA Immaculate Grid. And I thought this might be the last opportunity before I go on a very extended leave.
We are going to do that. Can I make a short
ahead.
speech?
Please do.
About going viral on Black TikTok. First of all, I'd like to use the chat's help. I know that I went viral on Black TikTok once in New York when I did the Whitney Houston versus Taylor Swift. There's a second time that happened on this show, and I can't remember it for the life of me. But here's what I realized yesterday, Mark. I value going viral on Black TikTok more than I value anything in the world. And yesterday, I don't think I was hating on Caitlin Clark at all. I think I said she's a great player. She's an incredible player. She's great for the league. She's great for sports. She is great, but she is a flopper. And then that little piece of saying she's a flopper and she's a drama queen is what got me viral. So I want to announce right now, I'm going to fucking hate on Caitlin Clark from here on out.
Yeah, turn it up a little bit.
I am
Yeah,
going
turn it
to
up, yeah.
absolutely. She's got enough, middle-aged dudes here absolutely kissing her ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go the opposite way. I am going to be a full-fledged hater from now on because I am addicted to the duets where black dudes going. He's right.
right.
I'm addicted to that.
You're an idol.
Yeah.
Or,
So
Jack Mack also pointed this out. I don't know. This is on Twitter.
lesbian.
I don't know why.
Oh, hell yeah.
I
mean, we've always been women's basketball since we started the show has
Correct.
skyrocketed because of us. So, we've been doing WNBA Immaculate Grids for almost 2 years now.
I know.
and today's the day, you think?
Today might be the day. We could do another one tomorrow. I'm not saying this is the last one, but I want to make sure we get it in before
Let's get
I
one in.
go on leave. So let's
Get one in.
let's
Everybody lock in.
everybody lock in.
By the way, Brandon, I think it
2-1.
was DeMar Hamlin versus Joe Flacco where we went viral on Black TikTok.
I don't even remember that.
Oh, we were arguing what's more impressive, coming back from the dead or leading the Cleveland Browns to 9 wins or something like that. Yeah.
That was the other one.
All right, here we go.
Mercury and you. Okay, all right. Okay, this is good. This is good. God damn Atlanta Dream.
The Atlanta Dream, fuck us. Now,
God damn Atlanta Dream.
we can do Tina Charles. I think
I think I have two.
Tina Charles
Tina Charles played for the Atlanta Dream,
for the
right?
Atlanta Dream in UConn, right?
But was she a?
She was UConn, right?
Was she? I don't. Was she?
Tina Charles was UConn, right?
Was she a first round
I'm gonna
draft
keep
pick?
saying right. And
No,
so-
I don't know.
Somebody says, yeah, that's right.
I got no idea.
I got nothing on this board.
All right.
Obviously,
We know Ryan Howard plays for the Dream.
Let's do Mercury UConn can be Tarasi.
Taurasi.
First round pick can be
I got Cabby Pondexter,
Which one?
first round pick.
Go.
Mercury.
Go.
okay. So let's do fuck.
Or,
Oh, wait.
Whoa! What?
Do you want me
Can
to
Mercury? So okay, we have.
I have
We know we can
Mystics
play a
first round
pawn.
pick.
We can play a Poindexter,
Pondexter.
Tarasi, and a Brittany Griner. Correct?
Yeah.
Does Griner have 1+ steal a game, or would
No, that would be
No.
tough
That
for a
would be
center to
something
have a
new.
steal.
Do you wait? So
I bet Tarasi would be a steal a game.
Tarasi would probably be a steal of game, but she's also
She's my UConn. She's our UConn.
She's our UConn Mercury.
Oh
Fuck.
fuck! All right, hold on.
Hold up.
does Pondexter have any versatility, or is she
Pondexter
just?
Is there a
be
chance
steal per
Pondexter
game.
could be a steal per game? Because
Pondexter
if
could be a steal a
if she
game.
can steal per game,
I
we're in
don't know.
business.
I don't-
If
I
she-
don't-
then we have the whole
I'll-
row.
That's what we need.
I'll full transparency. Don't know any of her stats.
So we want to dive into
Very
What
Pondexter.
good.
position does he
You
play?
know what? Let's just cannonball off in this motherfucker. Go with Pondexter because that opens up the whole board.
Pondexter steal.
Oh fuck! No, maybe that ruins everything.
Yeah.
You want me to go with my other?
Go. Hold on.
Hold on. Just hold on.
Go Tarasi top left, I think, and then Griner top right.
Okay.
Because we have to play the ones we know. I think you get the ones you know, and then you go from there.
All right. So what's your Mystics first round pick?
Kalia Copper.
Do it.
Good.
And then we do
Now,
Dream. Tina Charles played at UConn.
you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I've got one for
And
I've
Tina
got one
Charles
for
played for the
UConn
Dream,
UConn
right?
Mystics.
You caught
does-
Mystic's dick in my mouth, dude.
Dude, he's gonna fucking throat your shit, bro. He's gonna be slobbering on that.
We gotta
thing.
stay on. We gotta stay on.
Nah.
Boys.
Focus,
Boys.
Focus.
God damn, boys.
Deladon.
Save it for the
Deladon, right? Deladon.
Deladon in the middle.
Wait, no, no,
Wait, hold on, but
Okay.
Deladon, didn't she play? She played at UConn.
She played at UConn.
and she transferred.
Right, but she played at
Count as a
UConn.
You have to
I don't know if she
graduate?
counts as
I think she would if I think if you play a minute there, you count, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But who else could we do for Mystics? I don't know any other. This is bad that I don't know any other Mystics.
All right. One steal per game. Who's good for the Mystics, the Dream, and the?
Ryan Howard.
You're
played for
right.
the
Tina
Dream.
Charles, bottom
Tina
left.
Charles, bottom left. I think you do that. I feel pretty good about that.
You're right. Take the shots you
Tina
can make.
Charles, yes.
Okay.
Build the foundation, and then
I
we go
can't
from
help
there.
but think for another one of these we should use Tina Charles again.
Used first round pick. Atlanta Dream.
Ethical.
Oh, fucking Ryan Howard. Someone already said that, right?
Yeah,
But, like,
was
that's-
she plays on the Dream. I don't know what if she.
Everybody in the
drafted by
WNBA is a first round pick, right?
Ryan Howard has to be first round pick. Or do you want to do Mystics Deladon?
Do Ryan Howard first. I'll feel more certain about that.
Where here?
She's
Bottom right.
all right.
Ryan Howard.
Or HY.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
nice.
All right. Okay, guys. Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Now Mystics.
God.
Oh, man.
I got.
Did-
well, no.
I think
Yeah.
Deladon would work, guys.
For
My,
She
what
played
about
at UConn.
Maya Moore?
Where'd
Time
Maya
out.
Moore play? She played with Mystics?
Time out. Can I call time
She
out?
might have.
Is
What do you
it-
mean she might have?
She might have. Fuck.
Is it ethical to make sure that her reference page counts her UConn years?
No, we can't.
No, we
do
have to.
that.
We have to just do it. We
check.
have
Gotta
to just
do
do
You
it.
just gotta fucking do it. I think we gotta do it. I think you go Deladon.
What?
You go Deladon.
Where's Katie Lou Samuelson played? Didn't she play everywhere?
She was Mystics.
I don't know. Was she?
I think she was.
Definitely played at UConn.
She's played everywhere.
No, she wasn't. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Do Deladon because we know. There are pictures of Elena Deladon in a UConn uniform.
Yes.
And a Mystics.
She was there at least 2 weeks.
So we have to go with that. We have to go with it.
Deladon. Elena Deladon.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
She was there. She signed with them. She was there.
That's fucked, dude. That's fucked.
We weren't getting the steals anyway, right?
I don't know.
There's only 9 options.
I don't-
Wow. Who we could have had and gotten.
I thought
Who are they?
Tina Charles. Tina Charles is a free state.
Charles is literally
She is-
everywhere.
She is everywhere.
She's everywhere. That's devastating. I didn't think we were gonna get it anyway.
We're doing another one tomorrow.
We're doing another one tomorrow.
Yeah. We're getting it.
Oh.
We're welcoming your baby into this world after having gotten a perfect Immaculate grid.
You know what? I'll say this.
You're going to name it Tina Charles?
If the show starts tomorrow and I get the phone call, I'm going to decline it. So we can get to the WNBA Immaculate Grid. We will do another one tomorrow.
Elena Deladon enrolled at UConn, did not make it to the season though.
Fuck.
Fuck, dude. Come on.
2 days.
She didn't make it to the fall semester.
So we don't have pictures of her in a uniform, like I said. You remember when I said
yeah.
we're 100% sure we have pictures?
Right. That's okay, guys.
All right.
Okay.
We'll try again tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow. See you guys then.
That's how ball is done.
family, 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 family.